Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you, gang.
Number 61.
Getting up there,
I think
higher and
one of
higher.
someone, one of them. We'll see. And we want to let you know because we love you guys. This is not green screen. We actually on the field
On the
in the
field,
sun.
in the sun.
Probably about to get a tan real quick.
We gonna put the heat advisory to a test.
Um, we didn't grow up in the field of dreams,
I know exactly.
but in the field of Westgate. I don't know what it's called now, but it used to be Westgate
I
behind
think
us.
it's Spanish John's.
Spanish St. John's or something like that.
Ain't no saints coming from there.
But yeah, man, a
Yeah,
lot of memories in those apartments. Still, people making memories in those apartments. Even in this field, this boys' club.
yeah. Played a lot of sandlot football.
Boy,
Caught a lot of touchdowns.
yeah. And we like to thank Dalton, Whetstone Boys Club for letting us film in the baseball field. Appreciate that.
It seemed bigger now. Like you normally things seem smaller
I
when
know,
you're bigger and you
yeah,
see
when you
them.
were a kid, yeah, it seemed
Man,
like
I
it
used
was
to
a
run
lot.
up. I used to run up and down these things. I was like, ooh,
So,
maybe I can't make it halfway now.
being that, we in the inner city, what people want to call it, or the hood, we got the hot take. Say there was a man killed in Chicago after punching a woman in a restaurant, and she summoned her son to come in, and he came in hot, and pretty much almost shot him to death. Seemed like right.
Yeah, yeah.
Charges were dropped, um, and the question is, why is it important to avoid trouble if necessary? And we're gonna look at this from both sides of the fence, right? So, from an objective standpoint.
It's
So, what you think?
with trouble. You always want to go one up the person. They're talking stuff. You want to hit them in the mouth, and you want it to stop right there with your victory.
Yeah.
But it's always a higher card to play.
Yeah, it's like playing not roulette. Yeah, it's like playing on a roulette table for the casino.
Yeah,
You think it's gonna land on green, but it's gonna land on red. You don't know where the ball gonna land when you do stuff, right?
yeah. You see things in there in your favor. I'm bigger than her. She's a
Yeah.
woman. I got the strength. I got the
Boy.
hands.
Boy.
Well, a gun is the great equalizer. It could have
Yeah.
been a knife or pepper spray or anything. You don't know what somebody else got, and just because you're having a bad day, don't give you a right to hit on people. You know what I mean?
Right.
If it was a man, hey, y'all can run a fair one.
Yeah.
But this is a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
With
he
a
didn't.
child,
I mean, he hit her like he would
Yeah.
hit a man. Like he
he
drew
full
back.
force. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't no grabbing. There wasn't no like de-escalation.
Yeah.
He wanted her to submit. Like,
Yeah.
well, you say one more thing. Well, I mean, we're free. It's a free country. She's trying to get her food too.
And
Intimidation
Yeah.
and physically assaulting someone. There's just no place for that.
and see, this is why we call this a thinking game, right? Clearly, he probably wasn't thinking. He was thinking in the moment. But the thing is, when you think about percentages and chances, sometimes in life, like living in the hood, you never know what happened next when you do something. You think you do. He thought that he was gonna stunt for the gram or TikTok or whatever, punch this woman and go home and go to bed. But that definitely wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? He definitely went to sleep, but definitely wasn't the sleep
Yeah.
that he wanted. And that's why you got to be careful about what you do. You don't know what's gonna happen. Like doing stuff like that. First of all, just to have enough gall to do something like that is pretty crazy. Like just to hit a woman is just like it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like some people ask if you got enough honor in you, would you even do something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
it's not even an option. Nowhere in my playbook
yeah.
was
for
there
real.
like the situation would have to be so extreme
Man.
for me. Like my son would have to be in danger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like life or death stuff. Before that, people are so emotional, and they say they're not. Well, I'm not emotional,
Right.
but you get mad at a
That
restaurant
definitely wasn't a logical choice. You know what I'm saying?
that the reasonable thing to you at that moment was to strike a woman without mercy.
Right. And then when you look at it from the other side of the fence, how fortunate are they that the video showed him doing it because, a lot of times we see scenarios play out like that in the hood and you might not get off that easy. You might have to go through trial to get, to not get charged, or you may get charged with something. They may get you with a gun charge, you know what I'm saying? Or they may not get you with murder, but they may get you for manslaughter, you know what I'm saying? So, he's very fortunate.
Yeah, they pressure you to plead to the lesser
Oh,
charge.
yes.
That trial could have went on
Oh, my God.
for a year, 2 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm glad everything didn't work out for everybody.
For sure.
But those charges weren't stuck to that kid.
Right.
Another thing, too, think about it on her side, right?
Yeah.
Is
sure.
arguing with somebody that important? Is it worth it?
That's true, yeah.
Like, to get your point across. Like,
Right.
if somebody breaks in line in front of me,
Right.
what do I win if I win that argument?
Right.
What do I win if I get them to step behind me?
Right.
I have a lot to lose, but not that much to win.
Right.
So when you get arguing with people, you don't know what kind of day they're having. You don't know if they're a mental patient.
Right.
You might have may have wanted to say just a couple slick words, but it was on their mind.
Right.
They could have a gun. They could be trying to beat you, throw hands.
Right.
So you got to look at it from both sides.
And I think another angle to look at is when you talk about protection and you want somebody to cover you, don't put your protection in a situation that, because if he goes to jail, now what's your cover now? And that's why I say they're fortunate that the charges were dropped. But there are people out there that I'm going to do absolutely something crazy, and I still want you to cover me.
Yeah. Exactly. That's a great point. I got a husband. He big and strong, and they provoke everybody else to get their husband. Well, my husband gonna beat you up, and he gonna do this and that,
Right.
and you always talking.
And you the one out of pocket.
You get these women or men,
Yeah.
always talking reckless, and they want somebody to come to their rescue. You could lose your person coming to your rescue. You done got him shot.
Right.
Or he didn't have my
Because
husband.
what if he would have had a gun too?
My husband got a gun.
Yeah.
Well, your husband had to shoot somebody. Now your husband's in jail.
Yeah, he got to defend that in court.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, for sure. So, with that being said, we're going to move into the next topic. And let us know in the comments what you think, different angles of, what you think about this situation. Because it could have went so many different ways, on the spectrum of crazy. Could have went so many different ways,
What would you have done if that was your mom?
Right.
Right. Have you ever been in line with somebody that was rude or talking out the side of their neck? What did you do?
Right. Have you ever put somebody in a situation to protect you knowing that you was out of pocket? You know what I'm saying? How many people be honest about that?
Yeah,
like
if you were from a good neighborhood or bad neighborhood, if you are from a certain neighborhood, your hood got your back.
Yeah.
But you was wrong.
Boy, you over there stealing.
And then all your homeboys trying to fight this dude for disrespecting, and you started all that.
Boy.
You got two hoods beefing.
How many dudes we know that's in the ground for a woman, and a woman was out of pocket, you know what I'm saying?
Boy.
But she called him to come over there, and then he come over there, he get killed. And then life goes on like nothing ever happened. You know what
and
I'm
you
saying?
knew you invited that man over there, you know what I mean? Now you want him to leave, Captain Saver.
I know. Then the complicated part is, you do that, or you go over there and beat the dude up, and next thing you know, they back together again. You know what I'm saying? That make things kind of crazy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about that. And as we move to our next topic is a community thing, right? We have to endorse each other as a community. It seems like we so divided sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Or people don't want to fool with you unless you get to a certain point or something like that, or what they deem that you're worth fooling with now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your prices are too high.
Yeah.
You're not available. You're inconsistent. You know what I mean? But they will deal with somebody else outside of the
But if you was
community.
an actor or something, you was on TV, I guess. Oh yeah, I know
Hey, you
Mike.
remember I used
man,
to
I grew
support
up
him?
with Mike, man.
You know.
Yeah, man. We used to go to the gas station together, man. He used to get cream soda and stuff, man. I know Mike, man.
But back in the day, you was calling them weird, and then it's weird if you hold people accountable for that. Like with the Michael B. Jordan situation, with the girls kind of calling him corny back in the day.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
If you have any feelings toward the people maybe who did you wrong or didn't support you, now you're a hater. You're corny. You know what I mean?
Boy.
You're rubbing your success in their face.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can't. Sometimes you can't win.
Yeah, you can't win for losing.
You know,
So let us know in the comments what you think. Also, hit the like button, hit the share button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Help us get to 1K. So let us know. And let us know if you endorse people in the community, or do they have to get to a certain point before you fool with them, or they got to get like a certain number of views. I guess I don't. They got to get so big or something like that. But
gotta wait till the
endorse.
bandwagon's going.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So moving to our next topic. This is definitely for the youth right here, right? Something to think about. Even adults. Before you do something, whether they say I want to go hustle, I want to go in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I want to be a career criminal, whatever you want to do, right? What haven't you heard, saw, seen, or somebody said to you that make you want to start whatever you want to start?
So, what was your biggest motivation that you've seen out of another person that made you kind of want to go for that? You know what I
Right,
mean? I seen ambulance driver save a kid in the middle of 65th Street, and that made me want to get in healthcare.
right.
You know, seeing things like that.
No, I'm saying like let's think about the other side of it. Like what you're
Bad
saying
stuff.
makes sense too. Yeah. Somebody say I want to sell drugs. I want to get a key now. Like in 2023. Like what haven't you saw from the 80s to 2023? What haven't you? What have not you saw that made you want to do that now? Like you haven't seen nobody go to jail for 30 plus years. You haven't seen nobody get wide receiver numbers on the back of their jersey for selling drugs.
Ooh, yeah.
You haven't seen the paranoia. A dude trying to spend time with his family, but he still got to have the chopper in the back of the car. You haven't seen none of that. Or you seen it, but you still want to go do it for some reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's weird, like to me, because there's new crackheads every day.
Yes.
There's new meth
Yes.
heads every day.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Everybody in music, in TV, every time you see it, people talking about the dangers of crack. You see people, the stuff people do for crack and meth. They see what meth does to your teeth,
Boy.
and people still try and get on it every day. You
And
know
that's
what
all I
I mean?
understand. Like you see it, you see the people on it, but you still some still makes you curious about doing it. I think that's the weird part, right? Like what makes you curious
Yeah.
at that point? When you see and saw, like, most of us, if you living in the city, you saw a crackhead growing up.
Yeah.
Whether it's family or somebody you know or in the neighborhood, the chances of you seeing a crackhead is probably high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Suburbs, maybe it's a meth thing in the suburbs, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Other drugs, you probably saw that too. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I'm not condoning like alcohol or cigarettes or weed smoke or anything like that, but I can you watch on TV, even if you ain't seen it in real life. People can drink and still be successful. Maybe smoke a little marijuana, still be successful. Smoke cigarettes, right? But I have never seen a highly successful crackhead. Well, maybe I just don't.
How many people they're gonna tell you that they're smoking crack after they fall though?
Yeah, but see, a lot of times
Because
it be
DMX, you
looking.
think about like DMX,
Yeah.
they said he was on it. I think
Yeah.
they said a lot of R&B singers say they was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like even DMX allegedly is on the highest level, and it still didn't work out for him. So imagine
Yeah.
what a street level crackhead, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
would be going through. So where do the new crackheads come from? Where do the new people that's hey, I'm gonna be the
Yeah.
best drug dealer.
I just learned in my small life, I don't want anything that clouds my judgment or affects my judgment in situations. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, we know this. People that like say people smoke Sherm or something. You mess around and do something crazy or kill somebody on Sherm, and then you come down off the high. You don't even know you did it. But then you look on TV, you on America's Most Wanted now. You know what I'm saying? I did
seen
that.
it.
Yeah, you did that.
I seen.
You know what I'm saying? Working at the hospital, right? You see dudes coming there on, they take like 10 dudes, man, subdue this dude. And that's probably ain't enough. They just like, man, it took 10 of us, but man, I'm hurting, man. That dude was, he didn't want to give up. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you defy logic with all this stuff. Like on certain drugs, you almost defy logic, man.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
for
And the
sure.
dude be skinny, he be smaller than me, man.
Yeah.
And it take 10 dudes to hold him down. It's pretty crazy. So think about that. What would make you curious out of all of the information you have now, out of all the information you see about documentaries and drugs and gangs or whatever, what makes you still want to do it, you know what I'm saying, in 2023? That's something to think about. So our next topic is your desire for whatever you're seeking is greater than the conversation that somebody's having with you about, getting better. Like sometimes don't let your desire be stronger than somebody trying to help you. Like somebody say nobody never helped me, and then somebody say I did talk to you, I did offer you the opportunity, but people don't want to say, well, my desire was so strong at that time that I just wasn't trying. My desire was louder than what you were saying, pretty much.
I wanted to do it my way. I didn't want an advisor. I wanted to take 24 hours in a semester. I
Yeah.
wanted
You
my
usher,
success.
my way. You usher, right?
I wanted my
way.
success right now.
Yeah.
I didn't think I didn't think or felt I had to wait.
Well, think about it in the hood, right? We're growing up. Dudes tell us, man, all you need is one woman. What? One woman? Man, I'm 20 years old, man. What I need one woman for? My desire was too crazy. I wasn't listening, man. And then when you start getting older, I guess the analogy I make is some people don't get tired of being in the amusement park. Some people do. Some people say, I had enough. I see what's in the amusement park. Because the rides, the thing about being in the amusement park is the rides, they always going to have new rides.
Yeah.
So if you don't never make up your mind to get out the amusement park, you'll stay in there. You'll get stuck.
Yeah.
But if you make your mind up, I'm tired. That's it. I'm good. All the rides in here, I'm good. I don't want to see new rides. I'm good. But some people get stuck in there, you know what I'm saying, because of the desire. They like the amusement park. They like the magic shows and stuff like that.
And they don't really see the benefit
Right.
of anything else.
Right.
With the woman thing, you may lose all these fantastic, amusing, exciting rides, but you gain a friend,
Right.
a partner. Well, I don't need a friend. I got my boys for that. Well, your boys ain't gonna be, hopefully, laying in the bed with you or
Right.
hugged up with you with a blanket.
Right.
Watching the Lion King.
Right.
I mean, maybe
Exactly.
some people work like that.
And see, that goes back to what haven't you saw, seen, that make you still want to do it? Like, as far as being a single parent, like, if you grew up in the 80s, 90s, and now in 2023, and you grew up in a single parent household, what did you see or saw that makes you want to go repeat that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you want to go do that again?
Well, they made it out, but that was a real bad struggle.
Even
for
if your
them.
parents don't talk to you about it, you still see things as a kid from your perspective, the struggle of being a single parent and things that has to be done, even though you can say it's right or wrong or indifferent. But when you see all those things in totality and you make a decision, what makes you want to go repeat that? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking that. That's when I got older, I started thinking that, like, why am I about to repeat the same cycle that, I done went through? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
I learned from those situations. I don't necessarily want to repeat them.
Exactly. So our last section, because we ain't gonna be out here for a super long time, man. We got a little free time. We got a few minutes left. Let's try to get to like 30, I guess, 30 minutes. The red flags of a job, right?
Yeah.
Of a corporate company. Like, what are some of the red flags you see, right? Let's say, like, when I went to this one interview one time at this place, it's in North Little Rock. I went for an interview. I walk in. They give you a tour. I walk in. I see no diversity. You know what I'm saying? It's like walking into a snow. Walking in Colorado, all snow. No, it's like a ski slope, pretty much. And even in leadership, it's just like, wait a minute, it's like a red flag. I don't see nobody here that look like me, man. You know what I'm saying? What are the chances of me actually getting this job? Probably slim. I'm thinking about this even before the interview even start. You know what I'm saying? Another red flag is they was lackadaisical about the interview. You know what I'm saying? And they come in there, it's kind of like you see it on their face, like, really, why did you really want to come here for? And I'm thinking the same thing, like, dang, what did I just do? I didn't know, because when you fill out for a job, you can't see the culture, you can't see the inside of that job. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to notice those things. Because even if they would have offered me the job, I probably wouldn't have took it because of the red flags. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 2023. Who want to be the first black guy to be working at a job now? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be like that, though. You know what I'm saying?
And we're always looking for the opportunities, jobs.
Yeah.
But you got to still know when to say no.
Right.
This one ain't for me. It's going to waste my time. and things like that. And I
Right.
just don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in this kind of environment. Research your position. Red flags on the job. High turnover.
Boy, yep,
You know,
definitely high turnover.
some people hide it. Managers and interviewers hide it well. But
But the streets
sometimes,
talk.
you know what I mean. Sometimes in an interview, you will see the attitude
Yeah,
of the person. You know what I mean? You talking down on me in the interview. You know
boy.
what I mean? I know it's gonna get worse from here.
Yeah,
Just the attitude and the culture.
because HR don't tell you, hey, before we start, we'll let you know we got high turnover. The manager's gonna micromanage you. They're gonna drive you into the ground. And then when they drive you into the ground, they probably gonna lay you off. They don't tell you those things.
How many
But the
people?
streets talk though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How many people are interviewing for this job today? How many positions they get? How
Yeah.
long this position been on the market?
Yeah,
So and why didn't it they always hire internally first?
boy,
Why didn't nobody internally get
Boy.
this job?
boy, for real.
Sometimes you got to take the job you can get.
Right.
But when you're in a position where you can really look,
Pick and choose, right. You gotta look at those things. Cause
Those
ain't
are
nothing worse than getting a job and realize, what did I just do?
exactly.
Now I'm here for a couple years at least, probably. If I can last that long, you know what I'm saying? Another thing too, sometimes when you get interviewed by people like some managers that are like, you get interviewed by a company or something, and then they're like super. You can tell this person's a micromanager. You know what I'm saying? This person's gonna be tripping, man. Like, there are some jobs you go to and they're like, hey, we understand you got a family. You got to take your kids to school and stuff like that. We're not really tripping. Then there's some jobs. Look, we need you to make sure this is your first priority. Period. You know what I'm saying? Jobs like that. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying you got to be able to think about those red flags. You know what I'm saying?
We're strict on our break time.
Yeah.
If we say 15 minutes, we mean 14 minutes and 30 seconds.
Boy. So another one is think about this. A red flag that comes up when a person's telling you a story. Like, have somebody ever told you a story and you like it, they telling you a story that makes sense, but you see like red flags pop up in the story.
Yeah, I finished my nursing degree in 7 months. Okay, I'll stop listening.
Yeah. You think about all these things on social media, right? Man, you can go to the bank right now, man, and give man $10,000, man. It's like, nigga, do you know how a bank work?
Yeah, man, all you got to do is give me your social, date of birth, man. I'll take care of you.
Boy. And there's so many scams out there, bro. It's crazy. I seen one where dude said, buy this master class, the first 20, man, the first 20 can get it for $299. No, it was like the first 200. I said, I'm sorry. He said the first 200 you can get it for $299. Oh, I did the math, man. I think that was like 6 figures, man, for a master class, bro. Talking about stocks and bonds, bro. And it's like, when you in the hood, like, how many people really in the stocks and bonds can even afford that? Like, outside of paying your bills.
And they sell that.
And they got the extra money to get in the stocks and bonds.
And see, you don't know. Like, well, you in the hood, you don't know. And this person saying they can give you everything you need.
They give you the
You
information.
you can be the first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Take my master class, and then they take advantage of your eagerness to learn and to want to grow.
Right.
Right. It's like so many fake schools, like them fake nursing schools popping up.
Oh, man.
That ain't accredited. You done paid 30 grand to this person. You know what I mean?
So I wonder, those people, do they know that and they're enticed by the opportunity to bypass the years it takes to get your nursing?
No. I mean, those people are
But they play victim though, like, oh,
I mean,
wait a minute,
they are victims. I mean,
How?
they say they are accredited, and a lot of them, it's not shorter. It's the same curriculum. They copy it and paste.
Some that they was just paying for when they was getting the diploma, bro.
Yeah, well, you get what you get with that. But it was a lot of people going to school. They signed up for the 2-year LPN. That's standard. You know what I mean? They went for a couple months, and then the school was just
Yeah, that's crazy.
foreclosure sign. You know what I mean?
Because I was watching this dude named JT the Pocket Watcher, man. Shout out to JT the Pocket Watcher. It was a guy he was dating with, I think he was from Nigeria or something, like in Africa, but he had a school. It was a Christian school, but it was like regionally accredited. It was something weird, but people pay to go to this school, but you don't get a degree in nothing that's worth anything. It's just like a Christian school. You get a doctorate in honorary doctorate or something like that, in like theology or something like that, and people are paying them for it. And he ain't even accredited like a college. He like, I don't know, he said he accredited, but it's not like, it's some other accreditation, like a fake accreditation website pretty much.
No,
What he was saying, but
he accredited.
allegedly.
He accredited with me. I ain't had nothing to give him.
And he asked him, like, people said they get an honorary doctorate degree. He asked him, did he have a bachelor's? He was like, I do not have a bachelor's, but I'm not going to tell you about my education and what I got. All you need to know is I have an honorary bachelor's degree. And it's just crazy how people just kind of flaunt that, an honorary bachelor's degree. It's pretty much like the school honoring you, but you didn't put in the 8 years or whatever it take to get a PhD. You know what I'm saying? It's an honorary.
You know, it's not about the credentials. It's about what you learn from that man. If he enriched your life with the things he taught you.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. They say the game is to be sold, not to be told, bro. Yeah. But yeah, guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this. Have somebody ever told you a story and it was red flags all the way in that thing, you know what I'm saying? Even, you know, you hear a lot of people on social media talking about dating and all this stuff.
I was playing
red flags, bro.
I was playing the piano when I was 2 years old.
Yeah. Like, do you think a lot of dudes, when we was younger, a lot of dudes' insecurities, man, could affect them while they dating? Like when dudes be talking about like a body count or something like that. You know, they be wanting to know a girl body count or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's gonna tell you exactly their body count.
For sure.
Unless you Wilt Chamberlain, that was crazy. He wished he didn't do that after he did it. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that sometimes it could be like a spiritual insecurity, like, well, my mom said I shouldn't date a girl that's been around the way. I don't want that. Or just them not measuring up to all the men they have had, even though they're choosing you, they want to marry you.
Right.
But you keep thinking about the other men she slept with more than she do.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a big insecurity and a red flag. But I want everybody to be safe. You know what I mean? But if, you know, she was a professional working girl and her past got some things that can affect my health in the future, I mean, everybody should be concerned about that. But if everybody's healthy, look forward.
I don't think it, like growing up, why make a big deal out of stuff like that? Like, if you got any kind of common sense.
I like a little bit of experience myself.
If you got any kind of common sense or you've been out there, you can tell a person's been out there by different things they do, right or wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it don't matter to me.
It's kind of like a seasoned veteran, like watching football. You know that cornerback is a seasoned veteran versus a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You like, oh, wait a minute, he didn't open his hips up to cover the receiver. That's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? A veteran move, he run the cover three, but he kind of playing inside, man, to kind of bait the receiver. That's a veteran move right there.
Yeah, and I
think same way, you know what I'm saying, with that. Like, I don't want to know your body count, but I know a veteran move when I see one, though. You know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate those veteran moves.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of people, like, they want the rookie. They say, I want a rookie, but then they're not satisfied with their rookie because their rookie doesn't know what they're doing.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the insecurity dudes say that, but then when they come down to but you complain at the same time and say they don't know anything.
You're sabotaging your own happiness.
Yes.
Sometimes that's exactly what you're doing. You're sabotaging your own happiness with all the things.
Now the only reason is to have some idea is because you don't want to get in situations that cause you to be like, you know, saying
you defending some honor and y'all arguing because sometimes the other people in the past are immature.
Yes.
And they will taunt and target.
Yes.
Provoke and manipulate.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And you want to have a heads up going into those situations.
Right.
But, you know, as a man, you should be able to handle it either way. Knowledge or not knowledge, you know what I mean? Right. If you get too disrespectful, you know what I mean, actions will be taken.
So how many dudes going to tell a girl, before you talk to me, I need you to know that I got a high body count, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here like Jason, man.
Nah, see,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's different. Like,
those dudes don't even do that, you know what I'm saying?
Women are going to expect a certain amount of skill.
You think so?
And they going to expect, like, so
country.
If you said you got 100 bodies, she going to expect you to know what you're doing.
Boy.
You know, you ain't going to get that grace. You got to, we going to put it on all madness. That's what we playing on.
Boy.
So, you know, if you keep that a little secret and she'll be kind of impressed with the skills you do have.
Boy.
Because sometimes you don't want to set that bar too high.
Boy.
But
But yeah, guys, we finna get ready and sign out this thing, man. We've been out for 30 minutes. We done got a good 10, so
boy,
don't want to cook out here, man. So we just want to come by and chop it up with you. Let us know in the comments what you think about this episode. Thanks for watching. Anything you want to say before we close out?
man, 30 minutes was very long. We used to be out here on this field for
Hours.
hours. They used to have to drag us off.
Boy.
Playing football,
No
getting
cleats.
concussions.
Yeah.
You know, just for the energy you have as a kid.
Yeah.
As a kid is amazing.
Amazing.
But like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching.
And we signing out. Peace.